Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly read. On my channel, I always read your aura using the Wheel of Emotions. I'm going to be using an emotion pyramid, and if necessary, we'll also pull some oracle cards. So your emotion pyramid is built up of 3 layers. The bottom one is your root, which is the emotions that you're working through. All right, the second layer is your leading emotions, the emotions that will guide you through the week. The last one at the top is your arcana, which is the highlight emotion of the week. All right, so your arcana is grief, and your 2 leading emotions are amazement and terror. If grief could be replaced, what would that emotion be? Remorse, okay. The thing is, the energy that the card had when it came out, and when I tried to match it to the rest of your pyramid, it sort of tainted it in a way where I just couldn't read it. As if it were either faulty or inaccurate. You have remorse, which is in the same category as grief. But instead of wallowing over something, essential that is no longer in your life, it is over something that you don't need. Whether it is an action that you did, a situation, a person, or a thing. It's like you want something to go back to the way it was, because the way things are moving forward invalidates a past behavior that you had. And without that behavior, you feel lost and unknowing. But it's interesting because you weren't necessarily a leader in that space either. You realized that you were just stagnant. You weren't a leader, you weren't a follower. Now you're being guided. And how do I put it? It's best to be guided in the right direction than to not be moving at all. Obviously, you don't need to be in the front of the, you don't need to be at the front to be moving forward. But it sort of just highlights why you were in the wrong space and not behaving correctly in the past, when you're uncomfortable not being the leader at all times. Or it's like, if I'm not leading, then I'm just nothing at all. A true leader checks themselves first. Right, because there's a difference. I feel like before, you like the feeling of being a leader, but you're not really a leader if you're not taking people anywhere. So there is that. And then nextly, so in order to actually be a leader, you need to check yourself first. And you're refusing to do so. You're not really taking the steps towards healing as you should. Therefore, priving yourself from any leadership opportunities in the future. And even, what does leadership mean to you? Because once you're in position of leadership, it's not about enjoying the power. There is no power. You're just guiding. And so if you were truly in a leadership position, once you know, once you feel the responsibility of always being in check, that level of responsibility that comes with someone, that comes with being in a higher position, you're going to have to ask yourself, do you really want that? And it is possible that your answer ends up being no. All right, Cancer, that is everything I have for you. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next week.